Hello, everybody. I believe we're live. Hi, hi, hi. How's it going? Hi, I'm Fiona Rose with the Essence of You, bringing you our weekly live where we do Facebook tapping. And if you are new to emotional processing or EFT, it is a powerful technique that we use that actually is taught all around the world to millions of people, used by all different types of health practitioners, therapists, psychotherapists, doctors. I mean, there's so many people that integrate EFT into their practice because it really works and it helps quickly. We're going to talk about a subject that might be a little touchy for some of you, and if you're triggered, that's okay. We can work through the triggers. You can let me know and comment below. Whenever we talk about women's body stuff, I notice there can be a lot of triggers, but we're going to talk about it anyways because we need to have solutions and tools to help process through this stuff. So, this conversation is even good for men to listen to because men that are experiencing the effects of PMS and hormones, this can help to bring awareness to you to how to help your partner or your friend or whoever it is that is struggling with PMS. Okay? Before we dive in, I want to know what your thoughts are on PMS, how you deal with it. Comment below. Remember to hit that like or that heart button. Share this with anybody who can really benefit. Okay. Great, so we're going to dive in. So let's talk about PMS for a moment before we start tapping. PMS stands for premenstrual symptoms, premenstrual syndrome, if I could talk, and it often affects many women. It is a time about 7 to 10 days before our periods start where there can be so many different types of symptoms that can be really uncomfortable, like irritability, moodiness. Some people get really extreme depression from PMS, bloatedness, gas, fun, um, skin issues, dry skin, and all types of emotional eating can be triggered by PMS as well. So, a lot of those things happen for a lot of us, myself included. I've always struggled with PMS ever since I was really young. And as I've learned how to cope with it in new ways, I've found ways to make peace with it and actually how to eliminate it and ease it in my body. So, there are some nutritional ways that I actually help my own PMS, and I've read and studied about these things. Number one is that our nutritional needs really change when it comes to this 7 to 10 days before our period and even during our period. It's really important to give our body enough protein because our body is getting ready to shed the lining of our uterus. So, protein, amino acids, and all of the B vitamins are very extremely important during this time. It helps with mood, sleep, and focus, and it just helps with the whole body to rebalance itself. There are some specific supplements that I actually take that help a lot, and herbs. So if you want any more information, just reach out to me or comment below. And then also, I've learned as well that with my body, I don't have the same hunger during this 7 to 10 days. So, is that true for you? Do you notice that your hunger changes? Sometimes we're craving certain things like sugar or salt or whatever, fat. But I noticed that what my body really needs is a food that is nourishing. So, one of the things that I've switched those cravings with is every time I get a craving for like potato chips or something, and I just want to devour the entire bag of potato chips, I actually make myself some soup or some soup broth. Because what I found is that the body needs something warm and nourishing to help the uterus and the entire hormone system prepare for this experience, right? So, ramen, miso soup is really great. Any type of bone broth or soup broth really nourishes the system. And it also can help with some of the other symptoms that you might be experiencing. So, those are just some of my nutrition tips. As you know, I was a personal trainer for many years, and I also am certified in nutrition. So, if you have any questions, reach out. All right, so let's do the emotional processing, right? So, if you have or you are experiencing any type of PMS, you can do this easy, quick, EFT tapping to help. EFT tapping quickly gets rid of the energy, the feeling, and the emotion behind whatever you are struggling with. So let's all close our eyes together, putting one hand on our heart. Okay, so I'm going to welcome you to breathe with me 3 times in the mouth, out the mouth this time. We're going to do a second chakra breath where it goes, letting go. This is actually a heart chakra breath. Sorry. Keep going. Okay. Keeping your eyes closed, go ahead and feel into your body. Notice where you might be holding some resistance or tension about this issue of PMS. Notice where that resistance shows up in your body intuitively. Okay. And just begin to tap gently with your fingertips on that area. And we're going to acknowledge the resistance, because what I've noticed with myself and with other people is that whenever we resist something, we make it worse. So what we resist persists. That's a saying, and it's really powerful and true. So instead of resisting, we're going to feel the resistance and let it go. So all of this resistance, follow me. I release it and I let it go. Breathe. All of this resistance, I now release it and let it go. All of this resistance, I now release it and let it go. Big deep breaths, everybody. We're going to move through the points now. All of this resistance, I now release it and I let it go. All of this resistance, I now release it and I let it go. All of this resistance, I now choose to release it and let it go. All of this resistance, I now choose to release it and let it go. All of this resistance, I now choose to release it and let it go. All of this resistance, I now choose to release it and let it go. Excuse me, resistance in my throat. All of this resistance, I now choose to release it and let it go. All of this resistance, I now choose to release it and let it go. All of this resistance, I now choose to release it and let it go. Big deep breaths. Okay, so you might feel more resistance coming up, and that's totally normal, but stick with it. You know, what I've noticed with PMS is that there's a habitual thought pattern or belief that we've learned from society that our period time or our PMS time is bad, or that it has to be a struggle. And that's just simply not true. It does not have to be looked at in that light, because that creates more negativity, right? So here's a clearing. I'm going to use the clearing statement from Access Consciousness. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate everywhere where you've agreed, believed, and aligned with the idea that you have to struggle through your period and through PMS? If you want that, say yes. Right or wrong, good or bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Big deep breaths. And let that go. So we're going to do one last round of tapping here today. Grab a sip of water. My little St. Patty's Day cup. I hope you like it. I love it. Okay, so in this next round, everybody, we're going to affirm that our period is, it's like, I want to find the right word for it, because if it's not bad, if it's not a struggle, why don't we just say that it gets to be easy? So we're going to affirm my period gets to be easy. Big deep breath. My period gets to be easy. You're going to feel the energy shift. My period gets to be easy. 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 Big deep breath. Letting that go, shaking it out. Shake it all your stress and resistance. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Smile. Doesn't have to be that hard. Yes. Oh my gosh, that was fun. Let me know how you're feeling. Comment below. And I hope that wherever you are in your cycle, wherever you are in the world, I hope that this supports you and helps you and helps you to shift some of what you're experiencing. I want to remind you that Thursday nights I also teach belly dance on Zoom at 5:30 p.m. So if you are interested in balancing your body even more, go ahead and comment below and I can give you the information and reach out. I love you all so much. Remember that you do not have to struggle through PMS. It does not have to be a nightmare. It does not have to be hard. It gets to be easier. Okay, I'm sending y'all so much love. Bye.